Okay, for Jack. We are recording now. And let me flip this down a little. Okay, let's see if I can bring this down. All right, I don't know if that's, I'm trying to get this so the YouTube recording will go right, but we'll see how it goes. All right. Are you on the right path for your business? With your business and finances. Why are we getting this? This is some kind of crazy read. All right, we're going to take a look at what's going on. So what we've got here is this path that starts out going this way, and then all of a sudden I'm going this way, and then up and around. So it's like you're backtracking. You're going directionally in a certain direction. You're backtracking. You're covering ground that you've covered before. Then you go up, you pivot, and you come back. So let's see what the cards are telling us. But this is just the layout of this spread. And it feels like a lot of repeating where you've been before, and is it actually doing what you want it to do? Just one second. Let me see if I can get this adjusted. Hopefully you can see that. I don't know if it will do what it's supposed to do. But anyway, this way, this way, this way, this way, and back down. So we start out as the Lovers, and this is the choice and the heart's desire and whatever it is that you're choosing, following your true heart. And the question that came through to me when you asked the question, my question that comes back is, are you happy in doing it? Is there happiness guiding you? Because this is important. It's more important than even the money right now. And I know that you got to pay the bills, you got to do your things, but you have to be happy in what you're doing. Sometimes we get led to believe that we need to be above and beyond, exceptional, great, 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 the very, very best at everything. Or we measure it by, you know, everybody's listening to some kind of guru saying you need to be a millionaire doing this, da, 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 da. Happy is sometimes forgotten. Is it something that you are bringing the love of the subject, the love of what you're doing to the subject? This is what's coming up with this. Is there a committed, devoted desire of happiness going on for you? This is huge for you. The Six of Cups. This is gorgeous, Six of Cups. Again, how I was saying it was coming back around to returning to the past. And then the Ten of Cups. This is a huge amount of happy energy. There's something about this where it becomes like friendly informational sharing, friendly sharing of something, friendly trading. This is what it is. I think you're headed in the right direction just from these cards alone. But let's see what else is going on, because this was so extensive, and it wasn't a linear shot. It wasn't a straight shot to like A to B, boom. No, it's going to be a journey. It's going to be a path, and it's meant to bring you around. It's meant to move you around and reacquaint you with things that make you more profoundly satisfied. You're happy, you're still working out, combining your nutrition expertise with your spiritual gifts. I think that is the right path. No, it's been all over, LOL. I'm not sure what that comment referenced, but we'll keep going. We'll keep going. Okay, I'm going to have my head in the cards. The Eight of Wands is showing something lining up, but what we've got is a lot of obstacles and challenge here. We've got the Eight of Wands crossed by the Eight of Cups. Something that was fulfilling you leave behind. So it feels like a portion of this you're leaving. A portion of it you have to let go of. Not all of it needs to be done at once. Then we go into the Death card and the Four of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. Now this is all across the first row. There is something transformative about what you're doing. The Four of Cups, the retreat. Now, I don't know if you're supposed to streamline something or narrow something. It's really tricky because it feels like you're adding one portion in. Say you're doing nutrition, and then say you're also doing the spirituality, and you're bringing metaphysics, and then you're bringing gems, and then you're bringing whatever it is. Maybe you're doing too much, and you need to figure out which pair, yes, which pairing works best for you to move forward. You're really passionate about teaching this. Yeah. And it might be that that is what you're supposed to be doing. It might be the teaching, and that honors the heart, but it doesn't necessarily bring in the money as much as you would think. But it might be more about what your purpose is about. Sometimes we think we're just going to measure our purpose by the success and how we're doing with money and blah, 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 blah. and we forget the purpose and the passion that drives us, the devotion, must be honored first. Now we're going in, there's a transformation here, and this is something about transformation, Wheel of Fortune. This is something about old Jack needs to be honored, released. This is an older version of you that needs to be honored and released to allow you to move forward and allow yourself to be in this space. If you're feeling the call to teach, allow yourself to teach. If you're feeling you just have to do it, entrepreneur, that might need to be set aside. Even though you're talking business, maybe the teaching is what naturally flows into the business. Now, when I came down this way, the Wheel of Fortune is going to take care of you when you are happy and sharing your gifts. That's what I've got. That's the Sword of Truth. That's coming through super, super strong. And then we get here, the Seven of Cups. You have to make your choices again. It doesn't need to be smoke and mirrors and pie in the sky thinking about what this business is going to look like or what it would look like. You can be a successful business person without being a bajillionaire. You can be a successful teacher without having a million students. Like, not everybody in the world is born to be super guru, right? Some people that might be their thing. Other people, no. You are here for who you are here for, and that's what you will draw to you. It does not have to be, I'm getting on the grand scale. The scale needs to be more personal. It needs to be brought to more personal, more specific. You know how they talk about business models and you need to scale up or make it duplicatable or these kinds of things that we hear in business terms? No, don't make it duplicatable. Don't scale up, scale up, scale up. Allow it to grow more naturally. Allow it to evolve more naturally because you're bringing in the magic to it. And that's the component that has to be right. You have to find the balance. It's going to take a bit of doing to find that. Now, we had the Eight of Wands coming through here, and then we were charging forward through some of these other cards coming down. So I'm going to show you. These ones were this way, and these ones started coming through this way. The Queen of Wands. This is you, honey. People will approach you. You keep doing what you're doing and put it out there, but you need to keep modifying, transmuting, bringing forward, adjusting, formulating, adapting on your terms, on what feels right for you to do, on what feels like you're bringing something very personal forward. Keep doing this, keep doing this, keep doing this. It will transmute. It will change. Right now you have this Queen of Wands. You're showing up, you're approachable, but you don't feel like your audience is quite big enough. Don't worry about that. The audience that's meant to find you can't be held back. Those that are meant to find you will find you, honey. We have the Burden here, the Hermit here, and the Four of Coins here. This feels like the burden is the worry about not having enough. And so you're holding back, or you're worrying too much on the money, and you're not allowing as much flow as could be. The Hermit feels like you're scrutinizing. I'm getting the energy should just be in flow. Be in flow. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what feels good right here. What feels good in the heart to do, regardless of whether you're charging $5 or $5,000 or whatever. Keep doing what feels right in the heart right here, because that's what's going to build momentum. When you're happy and doing what you're doing, it makes a difference. Queen of Pentacles, you know your value. You know your worth. This is a reminder. She's also shrewd with what she's got. She knows if she's got SpaghettiOs in the pantry, she knows what she's got. She knows how to stack things over time, and she allows for time. She allows for things to mature. Like, okay, you know, what is that? You know I'm not a health nut, but you are a health person. You will know. I think it's kombucha, maybe that's it. I'm getting the stinky fermented drink that's like nasty but super good for you, you know. The kombucha of it is what's coming through. It's like you've got to allow some of this stuff to do what it's doing, do its own process, have its own time in order to grow. So if you keep putting good stuff in and good stuff in and good stuff in, then it's going to do what it needs to do. Yeah, kombucha. Kim says it's kombucha. You'll know what I'm talking about. I've smelled it once and like, not my thing, but I know it's super healthy and probably would be healthy for me to have. You'll know what I'm talking about. Absolutely will. So don't shortchange yourself. This is saying you track back, you go back, and this is like self-sabotage. You can cover your own ass by following and pursuing what makes you happy, what makes you delighted. This is huge for you. You don't have to carry all the knowledge to everything all so much. And it feels like even on this one, it's typically shown he's carrying the 5 swords, he leaves 2 behind. And on this one, he's got like 2 in his back pocket. Can you see? You only need 1. You need the sword of truth of what keeps you in alignment with your soul, with feeling good, and what you're offering to the universe for the greater good. And how do you want to see this unfold? And let it go and fit in easily, fit in hand. The business comes in, there's a benefactor coming. There's still a struggle in the juggle for a while and an evaluation of the fruits of labor. It tells me this is coming, but it's not coming immediately. Now, what else do we need to know? Since I have a bajillion of these decks, what's coming forward? Scooch all of this out of the way. And I want a line of 5 going forward. If you see repeats, pay attention. And this is the Aurora, or the Ara Tarot. I'm getting that it's more than just the informational and the educational. Again, it's the personal that you bring to it that adds so much. Yeah, you can definitely do too much, which makes the energy muddled. Yeah, so bring it back to what feels personal. And often what it is that we are healing in ourselves is what other people are also healing at the same time. We're experiencing some kind of lesson on one level, and other people are also going through some of the same spiritual growth. So understand that. Again, lighten up the load here. That's coming through off the top. Okay, all right, okay, all right, got it. Lighten up the load, lighten up the load. This is big, big, big for you. Leave the rough water and the logic thinking out. So something, you need to be less than logical. You need to be a little bit less measured, less logical, and more devoted into it where it becomes second nature. I'm getting, you know, when you have somebody, an athlete that's in the zone, say you have Michael Jordan shooting baskets. He thought he was going to do baseball, ends up doing basketball brilliantly, right? So he does this shooting in the zone so much that even when he's sick, he was even a better player, right? This is because he's repeated and done and devoted. This is huge. People love your tough love and it's no BS approach and the transparency. Yeah, this is something you need to bring forward. What is personal to you and the way you approach it, as long as it is of your heart, it's going to go very, very well. And do it over and over and over and over. This is where it comes second nature to you to share it in a way that's real and relatable. Not a lot of pomp, not a lot of psychobabble, not a lot of extra $10 words. Just bringing it real, breaking it down and bringing it real is going to be super helpful for you. Relatable, down to earth, relatable. The star is here. This is hopes and dreams and what you want to do with it and how you want to bring it forward. And I'm telling you, girl, you need to look underneath it for your own personal motive. You need to know what you get out of it besides the dollars, because the dollars are never going to be enough. Even though the dollars pay the bills, the dollars are never enough to keep you going forward. Jordan didn't play basketball the way he played because he didn't love playing basketball. For the love of the game, he got better and better and better and practice got better and better. The love of it, the devotion of it, again, that Lover's card coming through, and the hopes and dreams and what you want to do going forward. This is the underlying motive that needs to come through and keep you true north. And then this is the Page of Wands. Treat it like an exploration and an experiment. This message came through on your live reading this morning. So this is doing what the cards do. This is just reconfirming something that you already knew. But explore it, explore it. Be excited in the messages you share. Not everything's going to land every time with everyone, but share, explore, be excited about what you bring forward. You are here offering for purpose. You're not headed in the wrong direction. It's just sometimes you have to double back and around. And I would say streamline a little bit. Don't be trying to be all things to all people or doing everything. All the information doesn't have to come forward in one shot. Not always is more better. Sometimes less is more. Sometimes streamlining is what needs to be done. And it feels like if you want to alchemize certain ingredients, you need to have time to experiment with them. That's what I've got. The love of the game on this for you is coming forward. So that's what I've got, and that feels very complete. Hopefully that's helpful. That is the Ara deck, and it's a great tarot deck. It's super, super fun. So, yeah, that's what I got for you, hun. Oh, so good. Good. Glad it helps. Glad it helps. All right. You are so welcome, honey. You are so, so welcome. Okay, Krista for a pinch. Let's see what's going on for Krista. For a pinch. So, Krista, I saw your video where you were locked out of your car and I felt so bad. And I remember one time my sister and I were we had locked the keys in the car, and she got so mad at the locksmith that wasn't understanding the directions that she went out there and like shimmied the window down. And I tell Phil that story, and he's like, no, that couldn't have happened. The fuck it did. She like forced, I don't know how she created suction on the window, forced the window down out of sheer pissed offery, and was able to get into the car, but craziness. So yeah, we'll take a pinch for Krista. So sorry that happened the other day, I guess is what I'm meaning to say. All right, pinch for Krista. What do you got going on here? Big pinch, big pinch. Taking on much too much, much too much, much too much. Okay, this is what we're going on. Here we go. There's a lot going on, a lot of things that you're trying to do all at once here. Where did my little chopstick go? There we go. So we've got the star and the whale tail. You know the phrase, having a tiger by the tail? It feels like you have the whale by the tail here. This is crazy, crazy, crazy. This is huge. You've got something big that's an epic adventure coming up. And this is to do with, yes, your travel that you know is coming. But you've got the star of the true north and so much to do, so much to do. It's overwhelming you. Look, you've got it twice here. Do you see that? Twice? I'm going to see if I can bring these up so you can see. One of them has the green and one of them has this empty outside perimeter line art here. This definition is empty. This one's all full with the green. This is like you need to understand where the heart goes. And this is very, very big what you've got. There's double on this. This is huge. The epic adventure that you're about to go on needs to be allowed to be, and needs to be allowed time to grow and allowed time to come in. There's a certain thing about, you got the seed, and you've got that before. The things that you've planted, growing, they've already been planted. It's as if somebody owns a house in a distant country and has planted the field, and the perfect conversation is waiting there, and maybe you go by and you see their flowers or whatever, and the perfect conversation happens because the seed was planted a long time ago and you notice whatever it is that's growing in the field. I don't know why that's coming through, but that's what's coming through. The anchor is giving me a slow down. Get more grounded with a little dachshund here. Grounded. Slow down, get grounded. Turning in circles is coming through here. You've got the stuff that you're ready to go. This is the globe here. And this is showing you ready to plan, ready to travel, but things are spinning. You're not going to have everything ready for everything. So if you're trying to pack a million different things for a certain trip and then you forget something, it's going to be a little bit annoying for you. Rather than trying to pack and think of everything, trust your ability to figure shit out, okay? This is huge for you. Yeah, this corn kernel, there's something that's planted already over there, and you will see it as clearly as you would see like sunflowers or something that is just naturally already been growing there. It's already growing in you too. The recognition and the epiphanies will come. Transformational change here with the dragonfly, and you've got double dragonflies. I mean, look at this. You've got double whale tails and double dragonflies. Your subconscious will do the teaching, enough of that as it is. You don't have to grab. You don't have to worry about grabbing it. You have to be more present in the moment, and that's what is being called for. You have double dragonfly charms coming through. This is huge for you. Put those right back down. Huge coming through on there. You have here the slow down, and then you're steering a new direction after this trip. It feels like you're going to be headed a little bit of a different direction. You have the low rider dog here, the dachshund, like the wiener dog, that kind of dog. And you have the bulldog here, the stubborn post-up kind of dog here. The heart here, again in the outlines. This is already, you're getting the perimeter. You're getting you're learning the shape of things as you go is what I'm getting. You're learning the shape of things. The outline of where it is that you're supposed to be going is coming through stronger and stronger. You don't have to know it all now. You don't have to know all the compass, all the map, any of that now. You're getting the outline as you go, and you'll know how to fill it in. You'll know how to fill it in. You'll know how to fill it in. All right, now let's go back down and see what else is on here. Okay. So we have the bird here. The doe here, we've talked about the deer before, very wide-eyed exploration, following the nudge. We've got a third dog that's saying grounded. 1, 2, 3 dogs here. I'm telling you, this has been busy for you. We've got the rabbit upside down, and this one feels like letting go of the magic mask. This is interesting. This is the rabbit, and this feels like a Wonderland rabbit. I don't know if you can see it well enough. But it is the the rabbit, and it makes me think of the Mad Hatter from Alice in Wonderland, and the being late, all of this going on, and you need to let go of this. I'm late, I'm late, I'm late. What if you're perfectly timed? What if you're not behind at all? What if you're exactly where you're supposed to be? And then you have this rabbit. Wow. Spirit is very interesting on this read for you. You've got so many things in doubles and even triples. It's crazy. So this rabbit here, this is the one that comes in, and this one is more like the Bugs Bunny, Wascally Rabbit, the figure it outable stuff that's coming through. The Roadrunner and Coyote type of energy, where Coyote always gets fooled by Roadrunner, and Roadrunner's always got a plan, or how Bugs always has something clever that he's figuring out and outsmarting people. This is the gift. You're not late for anything. You're already strategically on your own plan going forward here. The wide-eyedness is what's in the center of this, and this is probably the most important. You've got the transformational and the wide-eyed stuff going on here, and then here, this is the crossroads, the choice. This is very difficult. Now, in Lenormand, the cross is a little bit different. It's crossing over, and there's a burden, and the future way, way, way out here. It feels like trying to do so much is creating the burden for you, and the difficult challenge that you will get to, you'll be ready when you get there. You're ready now. You know enough now. You hear things, you're going to hear things echo. You're going to hear things that you speak, and you're like, where did that come from? And it's because you know this from before. You know it from before, you know it from before, and you are clear about the direction that you want to head. Whatever this is, when you get back, you will be more clear about where it is you want to take your message and what it is you want to do. You've never seen so many duplicate charms before. I don't know that I have either. This is crazy, crazy read, but that's what's going on. You don't need to worry so much if you're headed the right direction, or if you're exactly where you need to be, and you don't have to do everything at once. You have to slow it down and get grounded now. So when you go on your trip, that you travel and you're grounded and in the energy and in the moment. Again, this lesson of being present, being present, being present is coming back. Being present is what's transformational to you. It allows you to move through things without frenzy, without worry, without concern. Yeah. I don't know if it's the Scotland trip or the beach trip. I feel like it's the Scotland trip, and I don't know why I even feel that way, but that's what I feel like it is. It feels like it's the one that's across the world with the globe. It feels like the one that's more like the Emerald Isle, Ireland, Scotland, that kind of thing. It feels like it's far distance with the navigation and the captain's ship, captain's wheel, the steering here. It feels like it's that one. So don't be worried that you have to have all these downloads all at once making sense. You're going to have downloads a lot. You don't have to sort them out just yet. You don't have to pack a million things. You don't need a list of a million things to do. Just slow down, breathe, and let yourself see what you're seeing as it's coming through. Look for things in duplicates, and this is something you can look for. The sign and then the echo sign. Just like I said, that you will have things that you're speaking something that you've heard and it's coming through. Or like the echo and the duplicates of the charms that we're seeing here. It's like you're going to see it in duplicates. I saw something, and I was looking through different tarot things and different things, online. And it was something about the white butterfly, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, maybe that's not for me. Whatever. Maybe that's a white butterfly. Maybe not. We'll see. Whatever. I'm out and about. What do I see? 2 white butterflies. I see the first one, and I think, that's kind of like what that thing was. Interesting. All right. But all right, and moving on, and I'm doing my thing in the day and blah, blah, blah. And then the second one appears, and I'm like, okay, clocked it, got it. Sometimes we need that to overcome our own sense of doubt or our own disbelief. So trust when you see duplicates, and sometimes triplicates for you. Like with the dogs, you needed triplicates. So be aware. So we're supposed to take a ferry boat over to the Isle of Call, so I wonder if this is where this will appear. I don't know. I would be open for it to appear there or anywhere else along the way. If you put too much expectation on the where and the how, you're going to get in your way. So don't put too much expectation on the where and the how. It could occur there. It could occur in multiple different places. When Spirit wants to get the message through, it's probably going to bring it through more than once. So just don't put pressure on a situation or circumstance. Rather be present in your own knowing, in your own learning, and in your own receptivity, and allow that to help you move forward. Hopefully that makes sense. That's what I got for you, honey. That was huge. Very, very gorgeous. But huge, huge, huge. Yeah. Really fascinating. Heard. Okay. Gotcha. Let me shake this up really good too. You're welcome, honey. You are so, so welcome. No problem at all. Okay. All right. Let's see what's going on. Let's just clear. Okay. I think what we're going to do is check in with Nell because we didn't really check in with her much the other day, and I want to check in with her again. Okay. Let me get some cards. We're going to check in with Nell. Wow. Okay. All right. Fine. There is a lot of laughter and tinkling, and she's running around, and it's this bracelet. The tinkling is like an ankle bracelet full of charms that she's running around with. Nell is very fairy-esque for those of you that haven't been in before, and she's here, and she's got a couple friends she's running around with. I don't often see her with other people, but that she's running around. There's a game. There's a game being played. She's drawing this circle in the sand and talking about the magic of the circles as a magic portal is something that we are learning to share with others. Circle as the magic portal and stepping in and stepping out. She's trying to show me how people will do stupid games like the hokey pokey is what we call it currently. It's their version that very much, yeah, she's laughing. She thinks it's stupid that people call it that name because people have been playing it for centuries. This game, this mimicking game of putting in the circle and coming back. Okay. Whoa. She jumped like right into the center of the circle and it's shifting. Okay, I need to go in the cards. There is a way to go into play. It's no wonder she talks about play so much. Give me a minute. When you play and you go into something, it opens up a portal and grab a card. Here we go. Oh my gosh, there she is. This is like very, very Nell energy right here. The star, the star, the star. Okay. She was talking about when you go into the circle, you play, you draw, you draw. Okay, so all right, here's the instruction. Draw. Draw the circle. Go, go, go. Jump, jump, jump. Jump. Close your eyes and go. Sit. Sit. Do you not see? Do you not see? See, see, see? Cornfield, barn, cow, cow, cow. Car, 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 car. Sign, sign, sign. Do you not see? Jumpy, jump. Jump through, jump through. Time, wave, boom. There you go. We got to slow down. Okay. What she's trying to show me is if you create a circle, a sacred circle, a sacred space that's a portal, and allow your the sense of play, you can jump through, yeah, different kinds of timelines, see things differently than you saw before. She's showing as where I would see her jumping forward, forward, forward. She's also saying when we do this, we can jump in and go back. Have I got that? She's laughing and saying, and she's urging friends to jump in the circle too. The circle gets bigger. The rock in the pond, I got it, honey, I got it. The rock in the pond, when we jump in, we make the ripples out. The circle gets bigger. Our friends can jump in too and get connected with their spiritual selves a little bit differently too. The circle gets bigger. The learnings, the lessons, the access gets bigger. Expansion happens bigger. Okay. What else we got in the cards? We've got the Six of Pentacles. This is the gifts and sharing and sharing and sharing. And the magic that happens when we are open and ready to receive, ready to share, ready to give. Sharing. What else? Sharing the circles. She's not talking on this one. She's not talking about sharing money, although she doesn't mind when people share money, share coins. She's talking about sharing the circle, sharing the magic, sharing the energy, sharing the gift. What else do you want to tell us now? She's driving low, going over. I'm getting cross-dimensional. I'm moving these cards through just to keep myself grounded right now, guys. Cross-dimensional. She's over near where sometimes Lucy is at. She's often gone over to Gogs. She doesn't usually go over where Lucy is. Cross-dimensional is what she's saying. This is battling the thoughts, and why you don't do it all the time. And it's very subconscious energy where you're battling the thoughts. This is what she's bringing. Share your gift, share your gift. Be aware of who you allow in and battling the thoughts. What do you want us to know about this? Stay true, stay true, stay straight, stay true, stay straight. Hold whatever it is that is the firm boundary that you want to hold. These feel like thought forms or energies that aren't yours that you'll sometimes encounter when you're shifting through things like this. Know them for what they are and keep going. Hold your own, hold your boundary, keep going forward. Is that right? Yeah. Nell's actually been over to visit Lucy before. We saw about a week ago, seems like a week ago, maybe it was longer than that, I don't know. But Lucy was walking with, holding hands, and she's showing me this again. Nell and Lucy are walking together, holding hands, holding hands. Here we have the Knight of Pentacles coming through, prepared, but having the sword at their back too. This is prepared to go forward with a friend, prepared to go forward with a friend. Where are you guys going? They're up on this precipice and they step off, and it's like they step off into the Milky Way. It's very, very interesting. It's like the whole galaxy expands. What I'm getting is when you're doing this, when you do what Nell just showed us that she did, you create the sacred circle. You invite others into the sacred circle. You jump in, you jump through. You can transport to a different timeline. You can transport to a different way and space of doing, and not just you, but also you can carry this vibration with you, with others, with Lucy and Nell going together, walking together. There's a sense of connectedness that comes in more strongly. The sense of connectedness comes in huge on this. Is that? Yes. And we are prepared to do this, and it has to go slow. Has to go slowly on this when you do this. Has to go slowly. Has to go slowly. Come back, has to go slowly, come back, little piece, has to go slowly, a little piece at a time. She's showing me the circle, and she's showing me the galaxies. She's showing me the view, very, very high up view. I mean, high up view, small planet. High up view, small planet. Back to the sand. What she's wanting is for us to be able to share our gifts with others in small digestible pieces, is what I'm getting. Small piece at a time, small flash at a time. Allow what comes to you, moves through you, to move through you. Share it when you can, accordingly to what is reverenced, to those that understand, Hold your true north, defend what it is. Be prepared that there will be some that will be ready to battle, or some disruptions in the field when you are bringing forth light very, very strongly. Sometimes that draws up the shadows of others out and against you, or just reveals their shadow to themselves and they don't like it, so they're bitchy at you, that kind of thing. Be prepared for that, and also be prepared that you might be picking up on astral dust bunnies, so to speak, space debris, I don't know how to call it, debris that isn't yours. You don't have to grab every thought or every bit of information that you get that comes forward. You'll know if you're just zooming by and it's like debris, like if you were in the galaxies and you're passing an asteroid, you don't have to necessarily crash right into that asteroid. You just move around it, navigate around it, and understand that it's there. But it feels like astral dust bunnies. So that's what I got from that. Anything else? No, she's back to the sand. She's outside. Yeah, that's where she leaves it. That's where she left what was going on there. I don't know why that's where she leaves it, but that's where she leaves it. So, okay, I'm going to get some water. All right. Pay list is open if you want to get on the list for a reading. That was a reading, and that was my guide Nell coming through. For whatever reason, she got real insistent. So when the guides get insistent, that's what goes on, and I let them through. So, all right. Okay. All right. So yeah, we can do whatever we need to do for the readings or whatever and go from there. I can show you some of the journey cards or some of the journaling cards or whatever it is that you guys want to see. So let Kim know if you've paid for a reading, great, and we'll get it going. And if not, then we can take a break and ask a few little micro questions. If you want to do just a quick micro question, I'll do a few more of those right now because I just want to be a little bit more grounded here. Yeah, that was a little bit bonkers for me. That was a lot, like make you dizzy a lot. So I thought I'd show you guys these cards. This is the Lucky and Love ones. This is the Six of Swords, and it says transition. And these are some of the modern cards. Now this one, it says impulsive, and this is the Page of Swords, but in other decks we've seen similar imagery to this coming through as the Knight. So this one, when I first saw it, I was like, huh. And I double checked, and yeah, this is the Page of Swords. Let's see what else we've got here. Oh, this is achievement. Now, this is the World coming through. And this one has them going forward to what looks like an airport, ready to catch the next gate, ready to basically fly, fly, fly. Hey there, hippie chick. This is the Love and Fortune deck that I'm showing. This is the Three of Wands, and it's hope. Look at this. It's very serenading. It's a different kind of deck, but really beautiful, beautiful. So this is one of the newer decks that I've got that's kind of interesting. Very, very fun. Let me do one more. Let's see. Well, we won't end on this one. I'll do two more. This one's discontent, and it's the Four of Cups. And usually this is the one that's kind of moody, broody. Hopefully I'm not covering the word. There you go. There you can see it. But it's the one that, it's the card of refusal sometimes. So that's what I've got there. And then this one will be the last one I do. Oh, and this is 10. This one says family. This is gorgeous, gorgeous. And this is the 10 of Cups. And usually you see them and they've got the kids playing and whatnot. But happy, happy cards. Happy cards. And this is the 10 of Cups. Gorgeous, gorgeous. So, hippie chick, not sure about love. Am I getting a divorce? Not sure about love. I am getting a divorce. Let's just take a snoop and see what the cards have if they've got a message for hippie chick. Let's just do that. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to do that. Hang on. We're going to When Women Had Wings tarot for hippie chick. I'm just going to pull a few cards and give you some information. What do you need to know right now for hippie chick? Not sure about love, and you're in the divorce. You're getting a divorce. You're welcome, honey. Let's take a look. I'm going to flip this down. What does hippie chick need to know? Love is such a tricky, tricky thing. Queen of Pentacles. This is gorgeous. This wise grandmother coming in. Really, really understanding and having the feathers here. This is the adornment of knowledge. You know it is what needs to be done. You're knowing your value, knowing your worth is what she speaks to often. Knowing what has been evolved over time and the value of what needed to be there. And wrestling these two things with what the result has been in order to go forward. Knowing the wisdom. And this is also coming through like grandmother support, crone type energy. Okay, yeah. Okay, we'll take a break. What we're getting for here is if we could unwrap, say that we could take off our human costume that we're wearing in this particular time around. So say that somebody comes in and they are just glam to the nines. I mean, they are so beautiful. They stop traffic beautiful, right? They come into this life, they're stop traffic beautiful. Say that that was a costume and they took that off and beneath was the crone. It doesn't mean that the costumes can't work in reverse. It doesn't mean that the costumes don't work in reverse, that you sometimes come through or you see someone come through as a crone and in the previous time they were the great stop traffic beauty. What I'm getting at is the different roles that we play and the different lessons that we play are here to serve us and bring us higher wisdom. And the role that you have been playing in this dance in this relationship that is now coming to its end, is all part of the dance. Yeah, all part of the dance. This is what's coming through. This partner that you had at the dance was there for the time, there for the reason, there for the lesson, but did not understand the older ancient beauty that is deeper in you. And that's okay. That's all right. There is a reckoning coming forward, not as a judgment, harsh reckoning, but a re-understanding and a restoration that's about to happen for you. Something that is to be made whole again, integrated, whole. Like the World card. The World is a completion, integrated, whole. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Queen of Swords comes through. This is the wise one that gets kind of the bum deal, but she's wise, she's right, she's logical, and she knows. And the Two of Wands comes through. And this one just almost stops me in my tracks, because when I'm describing the stop traffic person, this is kind of how I'm seeing them. Dressed in red, glam, 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 really gorgeous, gorgeous. And this is about the partnering. And now the wiser one, the one who knows logic, knows her worth, knows her value, has gone on beyond that, beyond into something new, into something different now. And what I'm getting is the Emperor must be overthrown. The one who set the rules and the terms and the conditions, the Emperor must be overthrown. The Emperor, the old Emperor, must go. The Emperor must die. The Emperor must be overthrown. The old way, call it the fall of patriarchy or rise of the divine feminine. Either way, this transformation has to happen. This has to happen here. And look how death comes in writing. Glorious. With what? Look at this. Look at this. Wise and knowledgeable after having survived something very difficult. Whatever you're doing in your choices, you are stepping into a new role for yourself, and it's not a wrong thing to do. The divorce energy that you're going through, try to get whatever you can as far as a resolution on there, but realize this is part of your path and it wasn't wrong choices, and don't be so hard on yourself, because this is part of the roles, part of the learning, part of what you need to know going forward. Anything else you need to know. Death in the metaphor of the butterfly, you hear me all the time. It's also giving me the metaphor of the phoenix for you. Hold your ground. You need to celebrate what it is that has transformed, because you have learned yourself, learned your strength, and learned your boundaries. This is what's come through. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That's what I got for you. You're welcome, hippie chick. You are so welcome. And that's the tarot of When Women Had Wings. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Love it. Yeah, that death card was very, very Godiva. Very, very Godiva feeling. Very much a liberation and a freedom energy coming off of that card. You appreciate me. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Okay, all right, Kim, a blind and for Kate. A blind for Kate. Okay, let's see what's going on for Kate for the blind. Kate, we're going to break out some of these new ones. And a very old one. Hang on, I want to get all of them. This is Stephen Farmer's Earth Wisdom or something like that oracle, I think. The Fortune Teller cards and the Crystal Wisdom cards. So that's what we're doing for Kate. Let me flip this down so you can kind of see. Okay. We've got sodalite, labradorite, very powerful, powerful stone there. Very, very huge energy. Flashes, flashes, flashes coming through. This is the most potent. These are the energies that you can have around you, but this is the most powerful. It's almost humming here. This one is coming through for you. This is like, if you can get your hands on this, it'd be great. Sodalite says, seek your truth, insight, express yourself with clarity. You already know that, but this one is humming. Labradorite, it says, embrace magic, mystery, open your mind to new possibilities. Now, I've got a hunk of that somewhere around. Let me show you what that stone actually looks like. 1 second. this is it. And you can see the flashes that come through. Very, very magical, magical energy. And it's coming through strong, strong. I mean, I'm just going to leave it there for now. But this is saying embrace magic and mystery. And this is what it is. The keys that I hang on this is something about balance that I hung them there for a long time. But the keys are coming through in this and reminding me to tell you that you have access to something different than what you thought. This is huge coming in. It's your favorite stone. Yeah, it's huge. Your magic is coming through on a vibration that your frequency is shifting, changing, raising. You're doing things differently. Your MO has changed. Your magic gifts. It seems so trite to call them magic. Your spiritual gifts are getting layered upon and new levels coming in strongly, strongly, strongly. This one says invite positivity and joy and let your spirit shine with light in its peridot. So I'm going to show you these ones. This is the one that's coming in so strong it's ridiculous. Okay, let's see what else is coming in here. That is just huge strong. There's the word coming in sheen. Sheen. S-H-E-E-N. It's sheen. Yeah, okay, that'll work. Like if you see dresses that are satin fabrics, and sometimes they have a sheen to them. So like the dress itself might be burgundy, but it have a sheen of black or blue that comes through. This is coming through with a sheen on it. Look for the sheen on things. I don't know what that's about, why you'll see that, but like sometimes you'll see, like if somebody has tint on their hair and it's like a hair color and they've got like, maybe they've got brown hair, but it's got this red tint on it, or they've got more black hair, but it has a blue tint on it. It's a sheen coming through. There's more layering coming through, extra layering, extra layering. It's coming through. It's the clearest way I know to express it. Feels a little inadequate, but that's what's coming through. Okay, look for this. Look for the flashes. Look for the flashes and the sheen. I don't know what this is. I don't know who this is going to be about, but you can see how that flashes. You can see it. Like, really, really. Okay. Fortune teller's cards for you. 2 of them are coming up. A mystical journey is about to begin. Prepare yourself. Take your journal with you or your grimoire or whatever you call it. And then a hidden talent will soon be discovered. Nurture it. I'm telling you, it's getting layered and layered and layered. Look how beautiful this is coming in. It's getting more and more layered for you. Absolutely a stunner of what's going on. Now let's see what's going on in the more grounded energy, in the energy around. There's something that has come to completion on this full moon cycle. This is big. There's a completion, and this is where you're ready to layer up, layer up, layer up. The rainbow energy, you're going to see it everywhere. You're going to see rainbows not just in the sky, not just in videos that you're seeing. You're going to see it like when oil spills, and you'll see that kind of thing. You'll see the rainbows there. Look for the colors. Again, that sheen kind of energy. And the rainbow, it's saying blessings, blessings, blessings. It's the little extra poof that comes through. The little extra zhuzh that comes through on your gifts. They are layering in heavier. Heavier is the wrong word. More layered, more depth. It's coming in a big way. And then compassion's coming in. This is what's coming in. This is huge. There's something about the energy of the hands coming through here. Just give me a second. I want some time with this. It's these cards that are coming through very, very strong. It's not just the book that you're writing. It's not just what you've written in your journal, in your grimoire, in your book. It's the way you read. You have the gift of reading energy in a way that's different than other people, and it's a different thing that you're doing. You know the flash. You know what happens. You have a gift of reading people's energy and understanding. If you were to do this, to hold this, you have the magic and you have all kinds of spiritual gifts going on in your line, but all kinds of gifts. The compassionate heart. It is like you can, give me a second. I'm going to show you what it is. This is what you can do. Whether you have the crystal ball or a ball of white light in your mind or not, whether you have it in the physical, like a crystal ball on the shelf over there, or whether you have a ball of white light, you can go in and see. It's going to show you a frame, a scene, a globe. Okay, this is an easy one for people to identify, for people to see. What I'm seeing right here in this frame is the rounded door on a Hobbit house. So it's that clearly that you can go in and see. It's that clearly that you can go in. So when you're in your mind's eye, when you're doing this, you can do this kind of energetic work where you can see it very clearly envisioned and moving forward. You can also see this gift, use this gift in how it is others around you. So you can just do a simple thing like this and have information come through really, really rapidly to you. I don't know what that's about, but this is what's coming through. This is the hidden talent that you'll discover. You could access the energy of others and of a room almost as easily as if opening up the pages of something. You're writing a book right now. Holy cow. Yeah, your imagination and your inspiration are meant to work together and bring things out in a strong, strong way. That's what I've got going on. That is gorgeous for you. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And pay attention to the flashes. This is the labradorite card. This is the labradorite stone that has, let me see if it can get it to flash. I don't know if I can get it to, there it was. But anyway, that's what I'm getting. Pay attention to this. If you have a necklace that has labradorite or something like that on there, pay attention to the flashes, because that's the veins of gold. You'll know what I'm talking about. That's what's going on. Okay. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Yeah, you definitely feel like you've had an ongoing awareness coming through your mind and something changing. Yeah, yeah. Something is opening up in a huge way, differently than it has in the past, and in a very huge way. It feels like the imagination and the inspiration is coming through super, super strongly for you. So that's carrying through huge. So, okay. All right. So the list is clear, according to Kim. Now, let me double check. I thought I saw something come through before, but it might have been like a non-consequential thing. So hang on. Might not be even a worrying. Yeah, I'm not worried on that one. I think that we're current. So, Kim. Oh, Siddhant, we're doing the paid lists. So if you want to get on the paid list, let me show you what it is. And if you pay, let Kim know which kind of read you paid for, and we'll get going with that. But if you want to ask a question like that, go ahead. At the beginning of my show, I usually do a few quick micro reads, but then I get really, really in deep and get nosy. What you just saw me do was the blind reading. You don't ask questions on the blind or the year ahead. If you want to ask a question on the mini or the full, and then I go in and I generally get nosier than that. And usually it's 1 deck or 2 decks or sometimes 3 decks, and we're going in and looking around and all that jazz. So yeah, we're on to the part of the show where we do the paid list. So if you want to get in on it, great. And that's what we're doing. So that's what we got going on. Let me get a little bit of a drink of water and we'll see what else is going on. Okay. Oh, and this is how you pay. I probably forgot to say. This is how you can pay. Venmo, Cash App, PayPal. And it's at A Feisty Butterfly, Cash App, $, The Feisty Butterfly, PayPal, A Feisty Butterfly at Gmail. And my husband's name is Phil. He'll be on the show tomorrow night when we're on. We'll go on tomorrow night. But that's how you can get through. And if you see Phil's name, he's here some of the time with me. Sometimes he's not. Today he's not here. But tomorrow night we'll do a show. Probably somewhere between 6 and 8 we'll be on, and we'll do it. And we'll do it at that point. But that's what we've got going on. Is there anything else we need to know for today? Anything else we need to be checking out today? I think I'm current with this list. So are we current with the other reads? We'll see. Yeah, and if you've got a question regarding like a deck that you haven't purchased yet, or if you want to buy a deck and I have it, and you want to just take a look at it, I'll grab it. This is what we've got going on. You guys have seen. And these are the new decks. So I want to go into this one, the Journey deck. This is a little bit different. And this one has a lot of, it's got the journaling prompts that it wants you to go in and look at with this. This is an oracle deck. Let's see what it's got. We've got Reincarnation, the Chase, and Resolution. Reincarnation, the Chase, and Resolution coming up. This one asks you to go in and journal about things, this particular deck. And this one is talking about a lesson that you're carrying. This is asking the question, what lesson are you carrying from a past life that you are chasing down and wanting to complete? And this is showing the pinnacle. This is talking about lessons or things that you think that you need to be doing in this life that are something that is an echo from before, and actually having a victory over them. So I guess, how would I frame that question? I guess I would ask, what is the victory that you've learned in the recent month or so that feels like you have really completed and accomplished and gotten resolution on? What is the victory that you've gotten resolution on? Because there's something there that's depth. There's something there that's deeper meaning, and it's not something you have to pursue and pursue and pursue and pursue. Hey there, Chad. Hey. So, yeah, that's what I got from this deck. That's what's going on. Good to see you, honey. So that's this deck, and then I did have. I'll show you if I can get the guidebook. I think. Let me get this out. I think it's there. It is. Yeah, this is what it's called, the Journey Oracle cards. And let's see if they have anything else on the resolution. Okay, let's see what it has in case there's anything else that says to journal on here. Long-awaited denouement, integration that emerges after we have walked the razor's edge, our paths with steadfast courage and commitment. The mountain summit evokes a feeling of standing on rarefied air, having a new vantage point. So that's what it's talking about. So that's what we're looking at. But yeah, that's the journal type of prompt from the Journey deck. So that's what we got there. So okay. So that's going on there. Anything else? Amber Hun, we are in the paid section of the show. So I just went over this. I'll hold it up again in case people are new. But this is what we've got going on. We've got the blind and the year ahead right here. If you want to ask questions, this is the tarot part of the show. At the beginning of the show, at the top of the hour, I usually do a few free reads that are like 3 or 5 cards and not a really deep dive. This is going into it deep, deep, deep. And it's usually more than these amount of cards, and usually a couple of decks, 2 or 3 decks going on. And then this is the specialty reads that I do. But if you want to get a reading, this is how you can pay for a reading and get in on it today. If not, then I'll probably start settling things down and getting things handled on the home front. And I'll be on again tomorrow night, somewhere between 6 and 8. My husband Phil will be home, and we'll be doing the show, and he'll be reading all the questions and blah, blah, blah. So he'll be doing that. But that's what's going on. We got some new Oracle decks, which I was just showing, and of course, you can see I love, 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 love cards. I mean, I love them. So, yeah, it's always fun stuff going on in here. So, yeah, it's always fun. And you're always welcome to pop in and ask questions, whatever. Just depends which part of the show that we're doing. And when I do the paid list, then it's always recorded and I upload it to YouTube. So, that's what I do. So, all right. So maybe we'll do a collective and call it. I think that's probably what we're needing to do. So it feels like that's what we should be doing. So that's what I'm going to go for. We're going to the Old World Tarot for a collective. And if you do pay for a reading before the collective is done, let Kim know. And she'll remind me, and we'll get it done before we go today. But the collective read. Tarot of the Old World. What do we need to know as a collective today? I'm getting that we need to slow down and be patient and understand that we need to just breathe right now. Getting through this next little bit of time is going to be challenging for a lot of us, vexing for a lot of us. We've got the King of Swords coming through. This is giving me often the timestamp of 3 months. Understanding these next 3 months are going to be difficult. There is going to be juggling done, and a lot of us are going to feel like things are going so slow. We are going to feel hung up, and we're going to feel like this is taking too damn long. It is because there needs to be a change of perspective going on. There is something about the perspective in the broader sense changing, and it feels like a lot of people feel like they're having lack and are just going to have to grit their teeth through something. That's what it feels like. You're going to have to grit your teeth. It's a grin and bear it kind of moment. And this is the part where we're just entering this change going on. This is, something has changed. Something has shifted, and it feels like it's shifted within the last few days, and it's shifted now. And a lot of people are still in this understanding of the perspective, and it's like a willing sacrifice of time made by a certain person or group, this willing sacrifice of time to allow the other people to get the perspective, to allow the other person to see it from their point of view. The gift is coming, and it's coming big, but it's going to take some time. Again, this is coming in as a 3-month card. This, the Five of Swords. Five of Swords is where somebody needs to accept defeat. And this is a card where it's sometimes the bully on the battlefield. This is arguing to be right. Just to be right is not going to serve. What else do we need to know? Same deck, second deck. What's the lighter message coming through? Because this is hanging there. This is grit your teeth. You're going to have to get through it, whatever this is. And for some people, this challenge, I asked this challenge about this week. It feels like this week is a marker, a beginning page. It's, if you're reading a book and you're in chapter 4, you finish chapter 3 and then it's chapter 4, and it feels like that's where we're at. And so this is where we're at. We're right at that beginning page of the chapter, entering the new chapter. And this week is that page. Maybe we're seeing a paragraph, maybe 2 of this. Yes? Yes. Okay. What do we got going on? Okay. What we're seeing here, I'm going to shift this forward. Shift these here so you can see what's going on. What we're seeing here is the Seven of Swords. There is Thief card. This is Sneaky Pete the Thief. This is somebody getting ripped off, somebody taking. This also can relate to covering your own ass, knowing what your priorities are so that they are covered, so you can take care of what it is, so you can get through the next period of time. The Magic. This is the Thief for the next 3 months. A lot of people are going to feel ripped off because they haven't covered their ass or their priorities well enough. And this is saying pay attention. Cover what it is that's important. Know what is priority to you. The juggle of the money, the tightness that we're feeling, a lot of us are feeling, it's going to shift, but it's going to take a little bit of time. The Magic in having the resources at hand that you already have. Things that you already have. The gifts, the connections in every area. Use those right now. Understand the gifts that you have in order to create the magic that needs to transpire. The Three of Pentacles. The lesson of cooperation, and this is a delay. It's right with the Hanged Man. This is the lesson of teamwork, unity, cooperation. There's been a delay. It doesn't mean the benefactor isn't there. It doesn't mean that something can't move forward or change can't happen, but there is a delay, and it's frustrating. Whatever this is, this feels broad spectrum in what I'm saying, but you will know how it applies to you in your personal life, and put it there. Apply it personally. Be very concerned about what you can do in your day to create more harmony, more joy, what you can do to look at things from new perspective and new lenses. Queen of Swords. Now, this one's always right. We've got the King here. Queen is always fair, always right, knows what is actually real. She's not going to put up with foolishness or bullshit. She's not going to put up with nonsense from other people. The truth is the truth is the truth. And that's just plain as day. And it might not be comfortable for some, but the truth is the truth is the truth. And that is the gift. Understanding and realizing what that is what's happening now. And the bully on the battlefield that needed to be right, and the people that will refuse to see, they'll refuse to see the gift. They refuse to see, in some cases, the truth. The refusal to see the truth, to do the thing that creates unity, and to create more magic, to create more harmony. This is what's creating the issue, creating some stagnation is the word that I'm getting. What does the collective need to know? This is telling us about the energy that's going on around us, for whether it's our family, our work, or at large in the broader sense. You guys will know where it applies for you. What do we need to know this week? Value what it is you have without being greedy. Understand that there's generational breakthrough going on. What is the legacy you want to leave behind? And how do you let spiritual growth, how do you let love overflow? This is what needs to happen. You don't hold back love. You let love overflow. This is where you have your legacy come through. This is where breakthrough comes through. This is where the magic happens. When you allow to love the love in your world to be bigger than the strife, bigger than the need to protect, bigger than the argument. When you allow the love to be bigger than the struggle, sometimes that means you are detached and you're stepping back. Sometimes that means you're offering more. Sometimes it means you're just allowing. But this is what it is. You need to breathe and allow, because a lot of people are getting different aspects of this lesson right now. And this is the lesson of the week. How do you want to leave your mark? How do you want to leave your legacy? This is what needs reconsidered right now. And this is what people are looking at and how people are coming together. That's complete. Wow, that was big, guys. And that's the Tarot of the Old Path or the Old World, something like that. So yeah, that's that deck. So that's what I've got going on. So I think that is probably it. And the Fortune Teller decks or Tarot Oracle. Oh, let me show you what those were. This is the Fortune Teller Oracle cards. I think that's what you're asking about. And this is the ones that look kind of like this. I'll show you a few of them. I mean, they're just really, really beautiful. They have like a very practical magic, witchy woo, old world, fabulous folk kind of energy. I mean, look at that. It says a new chapter is beginning. Embrace the change. That's the one that I roll over. That's the one that I turn over. Holy, holy, holy. But yeah, it's the Fortune Teller Oracle card. So we can let her know, but remind us tomorrow and we'll figure it out. Crystal was curious but had to leave. Okay, gotcha. All right. Well, I think that's probably going to be it for me for today, but I will probably see you guys on tomorrow night. And Phil will be here with me and doing things from the other side of the screen. So that's what will be going on. But I hope you guys have a fabulous day. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for sharing this experience with me. I love, love, love tarot. I love, love the Oracle cards. Love sharing this. And I so appreciate you guys being here. I hope you guys have a happy day. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.